Today we're getting into something innovative but sensitive. Identity reclamation and 10 rules for a new identity for Black Americans.
Welcome to Radiant Genius Podcast. I'm Elsa Mehary, a creative strategist and feminine entrepreneur. Join me and the occasional guest where we will illuminate the path to brilliance in wellness, tech, and business trends. I will be guiding you through the journey of your inner genius to transform you into your most brilliant and badass self. Give yourself permission to live out loud at the brightest level.
Welcome to Radiant Genius Podcast. I'm Elsa Mehary, your host and creative strategist. Today we're getting into something innovative but sensitive. Identity reclamation and 10 rules for a new identity for Black Americans. The historical narrative for Black people, especially in America, has been one of distortion and fragmentation. There's a wound that often leads to overperformance, rooted in survival. And I know among certain groups, there's a constant struggle for a need to achieve, succeed, be better. And I use the word struggle specifically because it's ongoing. There's never a comfort. It's always the needle is moved, the bar is higher once you have finally gained. And these expectations are like a weight for many people. And you cannot feel at peace with yourself. And so today I'm offering up a new way to be and a guide for us to hold as we usher in this new phase for those of us who have awakened and are leading the collective. The reclamation of identity must begin with the answer to the question, what kind of internal reality do we choose now? Before we reclaim joy, though, we must tell the truth about what we suffered. We must honor it. We must name it. The pain was real. The harm was deep. It wasn't imagined. It was designed to break the spirit, to erase memory, and to profit from disconnection. We remember through blood, through instinct, through story. And in that remembering, we name it, we honor it, not to stay in suffering, but to heal and to witness a return to self. For those who led, who built, who went first, often in corporate spaces, often in swamps from our ancestral lineage, the cost was real. The cost is real. A lot of us are still paying energetically, emotionally. This work leaves marks. Some of us come back with exhaustion that looks like laziness, grief that hides in ambition, anxiety. And if you're tired, you're not broken. You've just been walking through systems not meant to hold you. So remember, in leading, you must also take the time, space to heal and process. So what does this vision look like? What if in reclaiming our identity, and in identity, I mean wholeness that other people have as a birthright, while we have to earn, we have to validate, we have to look outside ourselves for our reflection. And now we turn that inward. What if our existence wasn't just about healing trauma, but restoring our imagination? What if we didn't need external validation? A world where Black identity is no longer shaped in reaction to oppression, but in alignment with the truth, where we aren't asked to shrink, code switch, overperform, because we're already brilliant in our basic existence, where we no longer wear resilience like armor, but rest and softness like royalty. What if our reclamation means choosing peace over proving, belonging over performing, joy over justification. This is not erasure. It is not assimilation. It is a return to wholeness, to the truth of who we were before the interruption. These are the rules of reclamation, not to contain, but to remind. We are not what was done to us. We are what we decide to become. This is the vision that I see. There was a time we believed survival was the win. Endurance alone was success. If we just worked twice as hard, smiled twice as big, maybe they'd let us breathe or leave us alone. And still the needle moved. Still we gave more than we got. Even after some of us became millionaires and billionaires. Still, they took the rhythm, sold the song without our names in the credits, sometimes literally. But we now know the truth. That was never freedom. That was exhaustion dressed as excellence. We are not here just to survive anymore. We are here to reclaim joy as our birthright. To remember that our ancestors did not dream of spreadsheets and burnout. They dreamed of us being free, fully, fiercely, finally. So what if we stop performing? What if we stopped editing our voices to make others comfortable? What if we no longer needed to prove our brilliance through overachievement? What if we didn't need another accolade to feel like enough? What if our liberation looks like a soft morning, a belly laugh, silk sheets, a slow home-cooked meal? What if joy is a revolution they couldn't predict? I think many of us are living that now, and I'm just bringing this to your attention. This is the new legacy. We are not just producers of culture. We are partakers in the feast. We are not here to impress a system built to consume us. We are here to return to ourselves, to build quiet wealth, to nurture deep relationships, to move with elegance, not urgency, to be whole, not just high-performing. When we turn inward, we find the well is still full. We are still divine, still worthy. We are the story. The culture built from pain that many profit. We will now use that to heal ourselves first. The brilliance we gave the world, we will now wear it like a crown, not just to shine. The work is done, the door is open, the throne is waiting. Let us sit down and be royal. Let us taste the joy that our ancestors never got to. I was raised like many with the promise that excellence would be enough. Get good grades, speak well, be poised, be prepared, be better, twice as good. And I believed it. I was exception. I did all the right things until I entered the rooms that they said I earned. And I found out those rooms were not built to contain me. Were built not to receive me, but to contain me, to challenge my truth. And when you're a black woman who tells the truth with clarity, when you challenge, when you don't smile to soften your power, you become a threat, not a success story. And the lie becomes clear. Being exceptional would save us. It's not true. That the system would see our brilliance and make space. Not true. Let's be honest, space was made, just not always for us. Others rode the wave of opportunities meant for us. The baton passed, sometimes right over our heads. And still, we toiled, we believed, surely this is going to go in our favor. And we are the exception. But I'm here to say, we're done chasing exceptions. We are here to write the new rules. Pluto in Aquarius is now, and that means the revolution is not coming. It is here. Innovation is king. Reclamation is our inheritance. We are no longer waiting for someone else's system to recognize us. We are building our own. Here are the new rules for the new Black American that I have created. And I hope that you're inspired by. First and foremost, not rule number one, but foundationally, our existence is enough. And that goes for all people, all beings. Our existence is enough. Rule number one, we are not a reaction. We are a creation. We often hear when people speak of Black folks, how they love how Black people make us feel. I feel so welcome. I feel so, but rarely do people speak of accepting Black folks. The culture, yes, the people, no. Our identities are not rooted in pain or resistance, but in vision, beauty, and infinite possibility. Rule number two, elegance is our birthright. Not of assimilation, but the poise, power, and precision that lives in our cultural DNA. We are from great empires that came before America that we built. Rule number three, legacy over labor. We honor the work of our ancestors, but we reclaim the right to rest, dream, and build without grinding ourselves to dust. Rule number four, style is sovereignty. The way we show up in the world, our adornment, our rhythm, our voice is not vanity. It is sacred ritual of remembrance. It is to be honored. Rule number five, emotional mastery is power. We reclaim our right to softness, to joy, to grief, to vulnerability, not as a weakness, but as radical strength. We do not perform, we belong. There is nothing to prove. We are not exceptional for simply surviving. We are divine beings. Rule number seven, discipline is a form of devotion. How we treat ourselves is a mirror of what we believe we deserve. Always treat yourself with the utmost honor and respect, and your reality will follow. Rule number eight, we are the blueprint. Black culture is the world's reference point. Let us create from that place. Lead. Rule number nine, our wealth is in wholeness. Beyond money, wealth is peace, presence, relationships, joy, imagination. Rule number 10, we dream as rebellion. Dreaming a new world where we are already free is one of the most radical things we can do. Here is something wild to think about. Black Americans, despite being economically disadvantaged for centuries, have reshaped the world's cultural and economic landscape in ways that defy the time frame of their oppression. The wealth gap shows we should be failing, yet Black creativity, influence, and global impact continue to be unstoppable forces. The world may have blocked Black people from generational wealth, but it could never block Black innovation, which is priceless. The wealth gap created by slavery is still alive today. In 1865, when emancipation came, Black Americans owned just 0.5% of the nation's wealth. 115 years later, we have evolved to 1.5%. Think about that for a minute. Here's the truth that they don't quantify. If cultural capital could be converted into financial capital, Black Americans would be among the wealthiest communities on Earth. Our brilliance has been the blueprint. Our creativity has built industries. Our struggle has become spectacle and profit for everyone but us. And this is not news, but that's the old story. And that one we are leaving behind. Now we reclaim our name, our narrative, our future. So take a breath, let the old rules fall away, and claim your new reality. Speak this truth. I reclaim my identity. I am not who they told me I was. I am who I decide to be. The world has always consumed our culture, and now it's time we own our expression. Thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of Radiant Genius podcast. Until next time, keep shining, keep creating, and remember, you don't need permission to be brilliant. If you're ready to take the next step in reclaiming your brand, your voice, your legacy, head over to elsamehary.com, tap the link in the show notes, and book a consultation for one of my legacy brand launch offers or frequency alignment audits. And this is new, so I'm super excited to share this with you.
Thanks for listening, sending soothing calm to your nervous system. Hit subscribe and join me on this feminine-led entrepreneurial journey. The Radiant Genius podcast, where we discuss all things brilliant.